everybody. Welcome to another Webinar Wednesday. About today, today we have a very special to have you.
Appreciate the opportunity.
So not only will you be doing our Webinar Wednesday today, but you're also actually out. So
yeah, trying to get all that put together now. So looking forward to it.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. So yeah, I guess Jackson, with that, I'm gonna turn it over to you. Introduce yourself, talk about your company a little bit, and show us what you got.
Great. So I'm Jackson Burnett, president of Apparel. For those of you who do not know us, we've been, we're in our 17th year, and we started the business based on performance apparel for sublimation. We didn't know it was actually performance apparel was a category at the time because it wasn't a category. But we were making moisture wicking, antimicrobial, no stink apparel that was for sublimation, just happened to be polyester. And so we started the company 17 years ago, and through the years we've diversified into different colors, different styles, specifically sun protection apparel, which has really been the focus over the last 5 to 7 years of development and where we're headed. So where we started, everybody wanted a sublimation t-shirt. So we developed a shirt that looks and feels like cotton, and it's actually a fairly heavyweight garment. We make it with a spun poly that's antimicrobial, moisture wicking, so it's a very comfortable shirt. It's our basic performance tee. We've got that in multiple different colors. And then we've also got our solar. So our solar garment, this is a nice lightweight 50 UPF garment that's made of, that's approved by the Skin Cancer Foundation. So it's 50 UPF, it's moisture wicking, antimicrobial, just like everything we sell. And we've got that in a lot of different colors. We've got it in hoodies, women's, youth. If you can see, we've also partnered with Mossy Oak. So we have camo patterns that Condi sells. So we've got the water camo, which is popular in the summer. And then we've got the traditional camo that's for hunting season. So we've got a lot of different options, and we're actually busy looking at more silhouettes and fabrics that we're busy designing as the market is changing, especially with COVID. It has basically made outdoors and water sports and everything just that much more on the front of everybody's mind. So as people get out, especially as the pandemic is as we get on the backside of the pandemic, it's just crazy how many people are moving towards performance apparel, sun protective clothing, and that type of thing. Another product that we do, because polyester is made of PET, it's also the same thing that's made of water bottles. So Sprite, if you could run the video that shows a partnership we had with a local race in Charleston, the Cooper River Bridge Run. Vapor Apparel has kept 1 million water bottles from landfills and oceans. We've been working with a company out of North Carolina, Reprieve, and they make yarn out of recycled water bottles. We make apparel out of that yarn, and so this is the first year that the Bridge Run has started selling apparel with our Reprieve recycled water bottles. The fiber is very similar to regular performance fibers, so they look and feel great. They are approved by the Skin Cancer Foundation for sun protection and permanent moisture wicking, odor control. We're going to be reclaiming water bottles at the run. We will then take those water bottles, move them to a material recovery facility, which is Repower South, located in Berkeley County. And then they will sort through the trash, take the water bottles, palletize them. Reprieve will then take those water bottles, chop them into flake, turn them into pellets, and then extrude them into yarn. We then buy that yarn, we make fabric, we make garments, and then we put them on our website and sell them to the Bridge Run. The Bridge Run is just, it's an awesome event. My kids run in it, my whole family runs in it. It's just a great community event for Charleston. And for everybody coming to Charleston for the Bridge Run this year, we wish everybody good luck in getting over the bridge, and look forward to seeing you out there.
So it's pretty neat stuff. We actually keep in our conference room just the little the stuff that makes the yarn, and so this is actually chopped up water bottles that's been cleaned and reclaimed. These are the little pellets that they make from that after they heat them up, and then it is extruded into the fiber that we make the garments with. So it's a pretty cool technology, and one that I actually worked at Reprieve about 18 years ago. So I was actually peddling recycled fibers. They weren't as nice as they are now. So what we're seeing in the market is that we're aggressively developing product with Reprieve. Right now, it's probably less than 5% of our offering and what we sell. I believe there'll be a day and time when it will be the majority of what we sell. If you think about global oil supplies and things like that, the technology to recycle PET water bottles is growing as well. So a lot of the new offerings that we've just come out with this summer. We've had a men's long sleeve. We've come out for retail only initially because we've got to grow to it. But women's long sleeve, which I believe is available for wholesale, but women's hoodie and men's hoodie. We will probably expand the line into youth going into 2022, and from there we'll see where the market takes us. If the market wants more recycled garments, then we'll make them, and we'll let the market forces tell us where we're going to go. So that's some cool stuff. All of Vapor Apparel, for those of you who don't know who we are, is engineered with sublimation in mind. So a lot of performance fabrics on the market, they don't sublimate very well. And let me clarify that. They will take ink very well, but sublimation is one of the more stressful printing techniques you can do on a fabric because of the high temperature of the heat press. A tunnel for screen printing is about 330 degrees. A lot of people try to press garments at 400. If you've been doing this a while, you know that you back off the heat for apparel and you sublimate it about 370, 380. Our basic performance tee, it's a little bit more sturdy fabric because it's a spun poly and it's got the bundle of the fibers held together a little bit tighter. So it sublimates, it can handle a little bit higher heat. So you can reduce your dwell time and get your print speeds up. The solar fabric is a little more delicate. It does usually command a higher end consumer price. So that's definitely a plus for it, but you got to be a little more gentle with it because it will get a press line. And that's one thing that I'll go over. We'll have a video built for the open house. So that'll be one reason to check back in when we get to the on what we're doing at the open house. So got a thunderstorm here, so hopefully it doesn't drown me out. So that's our base products that we've been selling for 17 years. I think the solar we've had out on the market for probably a good 8 or 9 years, and they have done extremely well, and it's allowed us to expand products. So we are quickly getting into product expansion mode at Vapor Apparel. So some of the new items that are coming out, some have just come out this spring, and some will be coming out in July. A lot of this stuff we were supposed to have before Memorial Day, but supply chains around the world are a little stressed right now, as many of you may have heard on the news. So we're doing our best to get product on the shelves so we can get it in your hands. So women's is where I would say we as a company were most underserved over the last 5 years as we've expanded. We've traditionally done very good at a unisex or men's shirt, and women's have been kind of the afterthought, which is not a good place to be in the apparel business. So we do have a women's long sleeve, women's short sleeve. If you see over here, we've got the women's V-neck that we've come out with. All do extremely well. We sell a lot into the southeastern market. The Northeast is opening up, so this time of year it's moving pretty much all over the country that we see. We have gotten into the legging business, so these are not sublimation certified, but we've got 3 colors in the leggings, and it's a very soft fabric. The cut is very good. We're getting good reviews on it. And basically this is embellished with screen printing or stretch vinyl, and or some of the brands we work with, they'll just put their logo down near the leg. So all this stuff, if it's not on the Condi website, you can go to our wholesale website to check it out. And again, obviously you can get everything, order everything from Condi. Going down the women's,
those would be really good for the white toner printing that Doug does. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. So another women's product, the top has been doing extremely well. So we've got a women's dress cover up. So these are coming in stock this month. So just as the shirt is great for the out on the boat in the water, this is kind of beach to bar type thing. So it's more of a cover up. So a lot of ladies are wearing it, and women and girls are wearing it on over the bathing suits. So we've got, I think, 3 colors coming in on this. Let me see. We've got Arctic Blue, Black, and Pink Blossom. So these colors, again, will be in this month. And an accessory item, and I don't have a model here, so I can't really do it very much justice. And you guys probably don't want to see me wear a wrap, or you can, but we've got just a sun wrap. So we've got this in white, black, pink, and water blue. So the white, for people who have large format printing, you can actually do an all over print and do either a rotary press or a heat press. So this has been very popular, and I'll go ahead and do it. I'll probably regret it, but it's just basically a sun wrap to keep the sun and sun off your shoulders.
And are those SPF certified as well?
Everything I'm showing you with the expansion on the women's product is our solar fabric, which is the UPF 50 certified by the Skin Cancer Foundation. And then this is the Ashley wrap. So basically named after Ashley, one of our employees, who basically said, you need to come out with this design. So this is one that women will wrap around their waist and tie it, and that's about as far as I'm going with it. So, but we do have colors. So we have white, so that you can sublimate the entire thing. We've got black, just because black is popular. Again, you could probably use the white toner technology, Sprite that you were talking about, and then pink and water blue. And again, we're coming out with these items to test the market. We've had very good reaction so far early in the summer. So as it's successful, we'll probably expand colors. And again, you can always get white and print a pattern, which is kind of cool. So that's the women's. We covered the Reprieve. So the youth is another area that we've expanded on pretty aggressively. So the youth long sleeve, and it's about sun protection. As you sit here, and for those of you kids, and you go out to the beach or the lake or the boat, rather than chasing your kids around and trying to lather them up with sunscreen, when you pop one of our solar garments on top of them, it eliminates all that. So we expanded the colors on the youth. We've actually just added 3 new colors that I believe are coming in this week or next. Navy, black, and safety yellow. So please check back and see color availability. We've expanded into toddler. So we've got 2T all the way up to 6T. So really any age child that's looking for sun protection, we've got you covered. And the youth and toddler dress is a brand new product that's coming out in July. So a lot of these assets will be getting to Condi, and they'll be sending out product sheets to let you guys know that it's coming. So one other thing that is a men's development, and so we came out with board shorts, and we actually came out with them in March of last year, which, if you've been watching the news, COVID kind of put these on the shelf. But we designed these. We have some black ones that you can decorate with a logo. But if you can see, we've got this is a blue and we've got a gray. Stripes are very popular in men's board shorts, but the bottom is our pearl gray color. So you can actually spot hit sublimate that very easily. So you can do logos, a design, name of a restaurant or anything like that. So that's been a very popular item for us so far. Now that people are getting out, going to restaurants and getting outside. So so I believe that's all our new products that I've got that we've got coming out. It's kind of a quick run through of what we're doing. And Spry, I don't know if you have any questions or anything on anything I've shown.
I do have one question, and I apologize if you went over this, but so I know that the solar shirt kind of has almost like a sheen to it, and it's kind of like your normal polyester. But can you talk about the difference between the solar and the basic line as far as feel and look? Because I know a lot of people kind of want a cotton feel, and in my experience is the basic line is very comparable to the cotton.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was really what we developed to start the business. And that there was a Hanes soft link out on the market that was selling, and it was designed the wrong way. It had poly on the outside, cotton on the inside, and basically what happened is, as you perspire, the poly on the outside did not let your body regulate. So we went at it a different way. Basically took 100% poly, spun poly that again, it feels like cotton. And we put it softeners and wicking and antimicrobial and really made it a great hand that feels like a cotton shirt. And that is our basic performance tee. And that is really what we started the business on. And so we've had that product out in the market for almost 17 years. So the difference in that, and that is not a UPF rated garment. It does have about a 20 rating, but unless you're 30, you really don't get credit for it in the market. But I can tell you, I've never been sunburned in one of those shirts. And then the solar is made of the filament. So this is the one that I showed you that was similar to the Reprieve. So just you can see the difference. This is a little bit more of a lighter weight fiber, and it's a continuous filament. So it is a little bit, I don't know if this will do it justice, but through my computer, but this is the difference between the basic tee and you can probably tell on the drape. So this is the Ashley wrap I was showing you that's solar. And if you see the drape of the fabric, it's very, it's more flimsy. This is the basic tee, and it's a little bit, and then it doesn't have quite the drape. So, and the thickness is about 40%, 35, 40% thicker, heavier fabric on the basic tee. So what we found is that a lot of people who are looking for a more durable, everyday shirt, the basic tee is perfect for them. And again, it's a high performance garment that has all the attributes that all of our apparel has. And I would put the attributes of our apparel up against any of the big guys. We're using all the right technologies to make our garments perform. So the basic tee is a great garment. We've got long sleeve, short sleeve, and youth. We don't really, that's not really a place of expansion, product expansion for us, but it is a great staple everyday sublimation garment.
Well, I'm absolutely in love with the Reprieve shirts. I think that what you guys are doing there is just beautiful. With the recycling, I think that's amazing. And I want to say I don't know if are you guys the first sublimation company to do something like that?
I do not think there are any other on the UPF side. There are no other companies that I'm aware of selling a blank Reprieve, a recycled water bottle garment. So I believe we are first at the table on that.
So, I mean, not only are you getting like an incredibly high quality garment, but you're also getting, the Skin Cancer Foundation, SPF protection. They wear very well, and they definitely don't wear out, and they sublimate just beautifully. I mean, out of all of the shirts I've ever sublimated, Vapor is hands down the best one.
Well, thank you. Well, and that's one thing that I haven't gone into is just the technology that we put into the fabric to make it sublimate. I think I touched on it early on, but it's how we manufacture the fabric is it helps with the sheen of the print. So if you a lot of our competitors out on the market, if you sublimate them at the 370, 380, you'll get a sheen. It's hard to get a press line out. How we make the garments, or how we make the fabric, is really helps tolerate the high temperature of the heat press.
Oh, I think I got a question. I have a lot of people that are saying thank you. I have a lot of people that are watching you from all over the world. Actually, we have someone watching from Africa right now who said to say hello. So I have a couple of questions. So the shorts are already in, right? It's just a matter of Condi carrying them. So but you can, so if someone is interested in the shorts, they need to go to the Vapor Wholesale site and request them, and then they can order them through us, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
And I believe you guys should be set up to sell these, I believe.
Yeah,
I believe so. So I'll make sure we cover that, but absolutely. Yeah. They are in stock and ready to go.
And Robert has a question. And that's, how do these compare to price-wise to other items that are similar in the market?
I would say we're not the low-cost blank out there. There's a lot. You can get a race to the bottom when you get the price. We try to build value, and what we're also doing at Vapor, and we started this for those of you who've been around. And using our garments for a while, we've just redone our logo. So we just redid that about 2 years ago. We put out a direct consumer site with high price points on garments. And what that's done is, as we're developing our direct consumer brand at Vapor Apparel, you guys still get a sharp price for a product that we're building value out in the market for. So what you'll see more of from Vapor Apparel is more branding, content, social. We're continuing to upgrade our brand status. So we're very committed to working with printers and having a garment that's great for sublimation and other print technologies. We just want to help the brand be a more valuable brand to you guys to sell.
The thing you said earlier about the sheen and how, you know, you sublimate on certain shirts and you will get that kind of like a scorch mark, and you don't get that with Vapor. So you really are getting, you know, what you pay for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Now, I have the most important question yet.
Okay.
Lady shorts, when will those be available?
So we are in product development. I believe since that is a uncharted territory for us, I believe we are coming out with a small collection that will be on our direct to consumer site, and we'll test the waters. And what that's going to do is allow us to come out with product, test, make sure we have it right. Everything has sublimation in mind. So if and obviously we're in the summer, so we're looking at 2022 right now. We possibly could have some shorts by late spring, early summer of next year.
Yeah, I will be first in line to buy some women's board shorts for sure. For sure.
Great, great.
Definitely. Well, I guess that's it. Jackson, I want to thank you so very much. This was fantastic. We were right at 30 minutes, so we did good. And I want to remind everybody, go register for our open house. Registration is 100% free. You can win an SG1000 and a DK14S just for registering. And of course, you get to see all of the great people at Vapor and all of the great content they're going to provide for us. So with that,
absolutely, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So thank you so much, Jackson, and I will see you soon.